lap. It is Kenner by the looks of it. So we're going to ride on board with Kenner. Let me just turn my volume down because that is mega loud. Jesus. Right, so that's done. And then how silly was that? Absolutely shocking. Right, so yeah, we're on board with Kenner at the minute for the first lap of Silverstone. He is on a valid lap. I believe he is the first one to set a time. Maybe wrong, but I don't think I am. Coming into Copse Corner now, very difficult corner to get right. Little lift, obviously to keep it in the tracking limits. Coming up from Maggots and Beckett's. Very, very nice sequence of corners. Very difficult as well. And yeah, on this year's cars, I don't know if it's just my setup, but I find it's quite easy to lose the rear end coming out at the exit of Maggots and Beckett. Yeah, we've got a car just getting out of the way nicely there for Kenner. As we're coming in now to the last couple of corners. Brake as late as possible. Down to second. Up to third, then maybe short shift for fourth for the rotation. Doesn't choose to. He doesn't cross the line with a 1:28. It's a decent lap. With Jason starting an out lap. Is that Ferrari behind him on a lap? It is. It's a 1:28.8. Was it invalid? It wasn't. So you have set that lap time. And we got an Aston Martin. So that's James Ney. That is James Ney. He's going to be setting a 1:29 flat. Good enough for P3 there for James. And then King James 1:29.5. We've got the Alfa Romeo of either Genserino or Hawkeye. It was Hawkeye puts his Alfa Romeo on P5. And then Genserino's still in the pit, so definitely wasn't Genserino. Then we got the McLaren just starting his out lap. Let's have a look at Team Red, shall we? As he comes into the last few corners. Very difficult corner to get right and carry a lot of speed through. You've got to get it dead on the money, that corner. Coming into the last couple of corners, so a little bit wide. Could have took it a bit closer to that red sausage curb, but it looks like a decent exit. And on to the straight. And that is Flames Assassin with the fastest lap. Right behind Team Red with a 1:28.3. That's a decent lap time from Flames Assassin. Obviously making his first full-time race in the Red Bull seat. Obviously he's reserved before, so he was requested to join Tier 2, so we tried him. Seddon has set a purple sector 1, so if this isn't a lap, it's a decent in-lap. But I think it is a lap. So he gets a good exit, try to avoid the curb, because that can scrub off some speed. Now straight down the Wellington straight into Copse Corner. How well is he going to negotiate Copse? It's a very decent line through Copse. Doesn't lose too much speed from the tyre scrubbing and obviously leaning on the tyre too much. That can also lose speed, but he takes a decent line through Maggots and Beckett's. Can he avoid going on the green stuff? He does. He does. Coming into Sector 2. He's not a purple Sector 2, but it is still a purple Sector 1, remember. So he's got his DRS wide open, coming into this very... I don't know the name of this corner. But he manages it well. Now coming into the last few corners. How jokes would it have been if he just dived into the pits saying, yeah, I set a purple sector 1, but I'm going in the pits. Now across the line with a 1:29.8 is good enough for P6. Gonna find out what his sector 2 lap time is momentarily as he comes across the sector line now. As a purple sector 2, Snitsy on for a good lap. If he could just pull the last sector together and negotiate this final couple of corners decently. Looks like he's carrying a good amount of speed through the corner. Could have took a little bit more of the exit curb there, but chose not to. It's not too bad though. A nice line through there and there. Just gotta try and keep the traction. Don't lose traction here. It's very easy to do. Crosses the line with a pole lap time of a 1:28 that puts Snitsy on provisional pole. Is Flames is on an out lap, so can he give an answer to that lap from Snitsy? Kenner as well going P2. knocking Flames Assassin down to P3 as you see him warming his tyres up. Bit slow on exit. I think he stayed in 6th gear too long if you used 5th, but it is a purple sector 2. Can Flames Assassin negotiate this final sector well enough to put his car on provisional pole? 6 minutes left of qualifying still to go before we head into the 26th lap race around this old historic venue that is Silverstone. As we have a car just sitting in the corner, and Flames does go on pole. That's a 1:27.702. And Ahmed Shaban has retired, and that is on the exit of Maggots and Beckett's. Let's see if the car disappears or not.
Barely got into the 2.9 S&TT.
But you got into the 128s here, so not bad. Yeah, I think we just took too much grass or something there. As we're going to stick on board with James, as he's just set the fastest Sector 1 time. And is coming down into Cops now. Takes a decent line. Let's say King James has joined. That's not good. We should be okay though. Again, sticking on board with James Nay, first one to set his last time. Taking a decent line. Brake. I find it best to brake right at the line there, that white line that goes across the track. Stays in 4th, obviously wants to get the best traction possible at the corner with a 128. It's good enough for P3, it's not going to put him on pole. As we got a little stick on board with CDM as he comes through Maggots and Beckett's on his first time lap. Obviously the others must have been invalidated or something, but coming out of Sector 2, CDM has set a purple Sector 2. I'm not sure what his Sector 1 time was like. The Hassel is not going to have a chance to get pole position off Flames Assassin. CDM lucky, really lucky not to invalidate there. That might have lost him some time as well. Coming into the last couple of corners, stays in 3rd. Does he short shift to 4th? No, he's in automatic gears clearly. And he's up to 128. It's good enough for P5. It wasn't good enough for pole. And Kenneth sticking his Haas in P2 still as well. Snitzy not going to be able to finish his time. Lucky not to invalidate there as we come to Maggots and Beckett. Flames Assassin improves his time yet again to the 127.5. So purple sector 2 here for Anton though. What's his time going to be as he crosses the line? I absolutely love this livery on the McLaren. I can't lie to you. Not taking the best of lines through Stowe there though. But he's still on for a decent lap time. Remember, it was a purple sector 2. Unknown what kind of sector. Does he invalidate? He doesn't. And he puts the McLaren in P7. Hawkeye obviously down again. Anybody else on a lap? That is it for qualifying. We got Flames Assassin P1, Kenneth P2, Hassel P3, James Nay P4, CDM P5, Snitsy P6, Anton P7, Neil Moza P8, Hawkeye P9, always grinding P10, Jen Sereno P11, Team Red P12, Jason and Mitchell Palmer P13 and 14, King James P15, Invader P16, P17 is Ahmed Shaban, and then we have Mosh in P18.